YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Dreads the trucker Dreads. I mean, I was gonna make a video before, but I was like, let me give it some time, see how it goes. Usually the first, second month is good. Sometimes the third is good. So I was like, let me just wait to the fourth month. So this is my fourth month review on US Express. So far, I'm loving it over here. I'm definitely loving it. Everything that I'm doing over here is a blessing. You know what I mean? Like I'm running. They got me running. You know what I mean? Soon as one load, before you even get done the load, you get like halfway to your destination. They send you a pre plan. I mean, by the time you drop it off, you're already on the go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes you gotta wait. But what you gotta do is once you drop a load, you send in your empty form, and then sometimes you gotta wait for them to hit you back. You know what I mean? Because it'd be a lot of people doing their thing. So what you do, my best advice, what I do, I drop a load. You know what I'm saying? I send the empty form in, and then I wait like 5-10 minutes. After that, you know what I mean? I just call them like, yeah, I'm done that one. I'm ready for the next one. They'll ask me, okay, you empty? I'm like, yeah. All right. You got a trailer? Yeah. All right, let's go. And they send it to me right away. I mean, but if you just send an empty form, you might have to wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not bad. It's not good. It's just the fact that it's a whole lot of drivers that they dealing with. So they get a lot of messages. So, you know, all you gotta do is call them, let them know, like, yeah, I'm done, I'm ready to go, I'm ready for the next one, and they send it to you right away. Before you get off the phone, you got the next load on your screen. You know what I mean? But everything else is a blessing. You know what I mean? I've been more places. You know what I mean? Way more places than I was with the other company. And yo, I'm doing the lease. I'm doing the lease. Now I tested it out. Tested it out. I make more money here leasing than I was at Trans Am. Way more money here than Trans Am. And yo, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it over here. That's all I gotta say is I love it. You know what I'm saying? They got the free ride program. If you don't know what that means that if you as soon as you become a experienced driver, you can sign up and do the online classes for free. They pay for it. You know what I mean? You can go to school. If you got a wife, your wife could go to school. If you got kids that's old enough, they could go to school. You know what I mean? And you could take as many degrees as you want. It don't get no better than that. You get free education. Why not do it? You know what I mean? At the end of the lease, the truck is mine. My last lease payment, I get to sign that title. I don't gotta pay no balloon payment or nothing like that. You know, like a lot of drivers might tell you that when you could take the truck home. You don't have to bring the trailer with you. You could take the truck home. Now, my advice is take a trailer with you. Take a trailer with you. If you could park it at a truck stop or a parking lot, whatever, take the trailer with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then when you come back from home time, you gotta travel just to find another trailer. You killing your clock like that. You killing your clock like that. I did it one time because I got advice from another driver. He was like, "Yeah, I don't take the trailer with you because trailer with him because it's a big hassle. Then they'll call you and ask you, oh, can we get that trailer?" So I did it. I did it. When I came back off of home time, I had to travel all the way out to get another trailer and then go the opposite way to pick up a load. It messed my clock up. So so my advice, I just take a trailer with me. Like just take a trailer and call it a day. That way when I come back from home time, I just get on the road and do what I gotta do. I ain't gotta go searching for no trailer. You know what I mean? What else? What else? Um the miles. The miles. You basically matter of fact, the paycheck. You make what you wanna make at UX Express. I mean, if you want to make money, you're gonna run. Now, if you don't want to make money, eh, then you gotta you're gonna play around with your loads. You're gonna play around with your loads. And UX Express is very lenient about their loads. You know, they don't call you, harass you. They don't do none of that. They give you the load, and it's your job to get out there and make it happen. You know what I mean? They'll point you into that direction, but if you play around with it, you ain't gonna make no money. Well, you gonna make money, but it's not gonna be the money that you deserve to make. You know what I mean? So when I first started, my checks was good. My checks was good. No, it wasn't good. It was all right. It was all right because I was testing the waters to see, you know, what's the lowest I could run and how much I would get with that, and what's the highest I could run and how much I would get with that. You know what I mean? So when I first started, I ran like 1,700 miles. You know, because I'm just getting used to the system, so I had to figure everything out. You know, and I made like 1,700 miles. I brung home like damn near 700. 700. Okay. That's cool. That's cool for 1,700 miles. That's cool. Then I did like 3,000 something miles. I brung home like 2,000 and something. It was like 2,000, something like that. You know what I mean? So it all you working with UX Express, when you look at the paychecks, you can't go by what everybody else makes. You gotta determine what you want to make. You know what I mean? It's all up to you. It's all up to you. There's money to be made here. They never short on freight. They always got freight moving. They never leave you stuck in a situation. You know, when you want to go home as a lease driver, all you gotta do is let them know a week in advance, and they'll route you. They'll route you. They'll give you a run close to home, and you just drop that off and do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? They don't harass you. Then when you come back from home time, you don't have to sit around. You don't have to sit around. That was one of my experiences when I was with Trans Am. You know what I mean, I was scared to go home because I never knew if I was gonna have a load when I get back on the road. And I only take off 2 days. I only take off 2 days. But last week, was it last? Yeah, last week I went to Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? I went to Puerto Rico for like 4 days. 4 days. Came back, had a load before I even got to my truck. Before, the matter of fact, that morning, was it that morning? Yeah, that morning, I was supposed to get to my truck in like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That morning, at 7 in the morning, I already had a load waiting for me. So it's money to be made. And even though I took off that many days, I was still able to make my truck payment. Still, I didn't make enough money to have a good paycheck, but I wasn't worried about that because I already planned that out. So as long as my truck payment is made and all my deductions, that's all that I cared about. I wanted to go on a vacation, so I did what I had to do and made that vacation happen. I mean, it's not a hassle when you want to take off. You just let them know, and they'll make it happen for you. You know what I mean? They don't get you. They don't. They do their best. So far with me, they did their best to get me home a day before. If it's not a day before, it's a couple hours before I requested off. So everything is lovely over here. You know what I mean? The dispatch, yo, if your dispatch isn't in the office or can't answer your calls, yo, all you gotta do is hit the button. I forgot what button it is, but you hit the button and another dispatch will pick up. Another dispatch will pick up and answer your question or help you out, you know what I'm saying, and get you running again. So it's not sitting around waiting, none of that. None of that. I love it over here. I love it over here. I mean, I got a good future over here. I mean, my truck payment is only, I got a 2017. My truck payment is like 650, 657, 658, something like that a week. You know what I mean? That includes insurance. Yo, everything is lovely over here. Like I'm loving it. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm loving it. You know what I mean? Remember 4 months when I was with Trans Am, I was good the first 3 months. After that, I wasn't getting nothing. Here, I'm still getting it. I'm still getting it. From day one to now. I'm still getting it. I don't have no complaints about UX Express. None. I love it. You know what I mean? This is the best choice that I made for myself as a trucker. And then only been trucking since February. Since February. And yeah, it's a good company. It's a real good company. They trailers. I haven't ran into no bad trailers yet that I got a call. Yo, when I was with Trans Am, I went into I had to go to the shop so many times. It was so many times I couldn't take a trailer. Something was always wrong with it. You know what I mean? Yo, that it kills your clock. Over here, it's just like, yo, pick the trailer up and go. And it's like 95% drop and hook. UX Express is 95% drop and hook. Every now and then you might get a live load. That's rare, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. But 9 out of 10, it's all dropping hooks. So there's no reason for you not to make no money over here. There's no reason at all. I mean, if you're not making no money, that's because you're doing something wrong. And you know, like I love the fact that I don't get harassed about anything. I don't gotta keep getting phone calls. None of that. Like they let you do what you gotta do. I mean, there's so much freight here. There's so much freight that's moving in and out. You know what I mean? I finally got to go to the West Coast. I drove to Cali. That was one of my main things I wanted to do because over there, the other company, I only did North, South, and Midwest. I never got a chance to go out west, so I finally got to go west. And yeah, that was a long run. Driving to Cali, driving from PA to Cali, that's a long run. It was longer than I expected, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it, got there on time, ran it back, got to I think I had to go from Cali to Ohio. Got there on time. I mean, remember, like being on time is important not just for the company if you're leasing, not just for the company, but for yourself too. Because remember, you signing that paperwork at the end of the day, your name is on that freight. You know what I'm saying? So that makes you look good when you get there early or on time. You know what I'm saying? Because your name is on that paperwork. So now your name is starting to hold some weight. Like, yeah, we could count on him to get it where it needs to be. You know what I mean? Because he done it or she done it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't want to make this too long because I'm waiting to get loaded right now. But I'm about to eat some breakfast. But yeah, UX Express, I love it. I love it over here. I wouldn't change it for nothing. Best decision I made so far. You know what I mean? The only complicated thing is when you first start out is learning they drive a tech system. That's it. But once you get the hang of that, then everything is smooth sailing. Everything is smooth sailing. You know, yo, I love it. I love UX Express. I don't got nothing bad to say. Nothing. And I always wonder why it was so many. I see so many UX Express trucks on the road. Like, yo, they do right by their drivers. They definitely do right by their drivers. Any problems, you could call them up, and they answer the phone. They answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? They don't say, "Oh, we'll call you right back," or they don't. You send a message, you gotta wait hours for them to hit you back. Nah, if they don't hit your message back in 5-10 minutes, call them. They're gonna answer. Remember, there's so many drivers, you know what I'm saying, checking in, asking different questions with the messages and calling. So yeah, you gotta be patient with that. So, but there's always somebody on deck for you to talk to, always. And they're so friendly and courteous. Like they really do care. Like it's plenty of times I called just to ask a question, you know what I'm saying, and they answered it right away, and I was like, oh okay, because at the other company they was doing it like this, so I wasn't sure, and they was like, nah, we don't do that, like we don't do that over here. Just get that out your head. We don't do that over here. We do it totally different, and I'm with it. I'm with it. I love it. I love it. So my highest check, my highest check so far was 24.45. 24.45 to be exact. It was some change in it, but I don't remember how much the change was. But 24.45. You know what I mean? Truck payment only 657, 658, something like that. The surcharge. it don't change. It don't change in my opinion. It's always kind of the same. I mean, with the other company, you never knew what you was paying. When it came to the miles, you never knew anything. You know what I'm saying? You was just driving. That's it. So as far as US Express, I love it over here. I definitely